What's up, guys? It's Smango from FullTechPodcast.com. Today, we're going to talk about whether you should have a server just laying around so you can learn more stuff on Linux, Windows, stuff that you want to play around with. I highly recommend it, and I'm going to show you my setup. So, guys, as you see here, I do have a HP server set up here. This is my ESXi host. Of course, you can see it is in the corner somewhere with a UPS, and there's a router on top. I do need to straighten it up, so give me some slack there, but this is my server, and it just sits in the corner. It has network. I get on it on my regular computer. I highly recommend doing this. It's going to help you so much with doing projects, learning stuff, setting up your own Minecraft server, Quake server, whatever you want. I highly recommend it. And I'm going to show you what I do on my ESXi host. What I do with there. This thing has tons of hard drives in it. Tons of hard drives in it. It does RAID if you want it to. Actually, don't have that set up. No, cut that. It does RAID if you want it to. You can set up any kind of RAID you want with the RAID controller. But I highly recommend getting a UPS just in case. A server like this doesn't really use all the wattage, thank goodness. Now I tried to run this UPS actually on my gaming computer, and this thing could not even it could not even power it for very long. It would start beeping like crazy, but it does just fine with the server. It's headless. It don't have a crazy power supply. Highly recommend it, especially on if you got bad electrical problems at the house, like we do here in good old Eastern Kentucky. Sometimes the internet, or not the internet, but the electric will just go out or blink sometimes, and there's no explanation why. There's nothing going on in the house. You know, I have flipped the breaker. Of course, everybody flips the breaker every now and then, but I'd just be randomly doing nothing and electric go out. And this will save you from power back on your server and making sure all your virtual machines and stuff running. I highly recommend doing at least something like this. I got this server I don't know, in 2013, 2014 on an open box deal on Newegg. It was like $150, I think, at the time. It had 8 gigs. It had like an i3, and it had the RAID controller. It had like a small hard drive. It was fine. But this let me learn a lot more about real servers that gets rack mounted and stuff like this, because you have to have air checking RAM. This uses the exact same stuff as a rack mounted computer or server would use in actual IT environment. It's just not rack mounted. Some people actually do use tower servers still. Nothing wrong with that. Of course, you can see it does need a little dusting, but this helps you learn. I've upgraded it. I've put more RAM in it. I've got a Xeon in it. It just sits here and chugs along all day doing its duty right here in the little corner of my house. But should you get a server, I highly recommend it. What server should you get? It don't matter. You just want to use an old computer, you could probably do that as well. But it does help actually getting some actual server hardware. Like this has a ILO port. You can go to it through networking, do all kinds of crazy stuff in the BIOS just from networking. You do that in the real field, and I just highly recommend that. But let me know what you guys think. I would like to upgrade this, but in the next videos, hopefully I'm going to show you the ESXi host, some of the servers I do run, Windows, Linux. You run as many servers you want if you got the RAM. That's the problem, is RAM. ESXi host really likes RAM. It does manage it fairly well, but it does help if you have tons of RAM. Your server will run phenomenal if you do. But that's Smango. We'll see you guys next time.